Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and a new setter today called Wickedly Rested. I really like that pseudonym. The puzzle's called Breadcrumbs. I mean, I guess there is a scattering of breadcrumbs in the grid, but breadcrumbs is kind of a great metaphor for the clues we find along the way in a Sudoku. And if you want to get yourself a selection of puzzles with interesting clues scattered around, you could try our Patreon, where our monthly reward is Alien Invasion. There are counting circles in each puzzle and a different take on it, counting circles in each one. We'd welcome you to have a go at that. If you prefer to dabble at the easier end, there are some 4x4 puzzles included, which are fairly straightforward. One of them's a little harder than the others, to be fair. But they're also in the pack, and you could encourage your kids or non-Sudoku relations to have a look at those. But anyway, you do have to solve even those 4x4s, even if you're an experienced solver, having go at all the 9x9s. And thank you to Blobz for providing us, which I didn't bring up. Hang on a second and I will bring it up. There we go. Here is Blobz's page of the Alien Invasion solve counts. And as you can see, there have been, we're not very long into the month, there have been plenty of solves of these puzzles. And very well done to those who've got through the whole pack, which looks like around at least 80 people at this point. You can tackle each puzzle without looking at the others if you want. There's no problem at all about that. Anyway, thank you to Blobz for that as well. And back to our breadcrumbs page. Right. As well as the Alien Invasion June monthly reward, we have videos of other puzzles on Patreon, including Gridogram, new one tomorrow, connections and crosswords occasionally. So do check those out. They're great fun as well. We've also got apps, and they feature Killer Sudoku and Domino Sudoku, as well as Classic Sudoku 2, which is a really good one, and the Worms by such luminaries as Zetamath, who's the latest one. Do have a go at those. While away your time doing Sudoku, and the world's problems will recede into the distance. Okay, that is the waffle. Apart from mentioning merch, we have a few mugs and shirts and the like. And Marty Sears has designed the Rat Run merch. But let's look at the rules of Breadcrumbs by Wickedly Rested. There's quite a few helpful stuff. So as well as a bunch of given digits, Wickedly Rested tells us that normal Sudoku rules apply, 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Cages show their sums. Digits don't repeat in a shaded region, so those are a set of the digits from 1 to 9. On a black dot, one digit is double the other. That's all we need to solve the puzzle. And I think there's plenty of info there. I could be proved wrong. It might be very difficult. Let's get cracking. So there's no giveaway cages. All the cages are very middly numbers of digits. But we must be able to start somewhere. Right, this sequence of black dot digits, right, it's in a grey region with a 1. These all have to be different. And the only possible sequences of 3 different black dot digits are 1, 2, 4. That's ruled out by this 1, and 2, 4, 8. Which this must be. So we can put in a 4 and a 2, 8 pair. And then if we just think about this grey region, the digits we have remaining are 3, 5, 6, and 7. Only 2 of those add up to 13, and that is 6, 7. So the other 2 digits are 3, 5. I know these add up to 13 because this cage adds up to 14. Right, so that's a start. These 2 in this cage that says 16 have to add to 6, and they can't use 4. They must be 1, 5. And the other 2 cells in the box must be 3, 7. I'm not, unless I'm going to be forced to, going to mention the Phistomefel ring and the equivalent Phistomefel boxes. The digits in those 4 boxes must be the same as the digits in that area, for a reason I can explain. But I doubt that we're going to need it. The fact that those cages have been given totals, I mean, it means effectively we know the total of that ring, but I can't believe that's a major help in solving the puzzle. I may get proved wrong again about that. Right, let's look down this column. This black dot can't have a 4 in it, so it's not 8-4 or 4-2. It's either 6-3, which would leave 6 to fill the cage, and that would have to be 4-2 or break that cell. Or this is 1-2, in which case this pair would add up to 12. Actually, that may be more likely. Okay, I'm going to do a sum on the first column. There are probably a lot of ways of attacking this puzzle, but this column adds up to 45. If this was 6-3, so that these added up to 6, we can add 6 plus 14 is 20, plus 6 is 26. We would need these 3 cells to add up to 19. That would require this one definitely to be 5, this one definitely to be 7 in terms of just how big they can be, but then this would have to be another 7. So that's not happening. So that's quite a weird way of getting that this black dot can't be 6-3 and must be 1-2. Now we can do the sum again. Why do I know, by the way, that every column adds up to 45, or that column 1 does? Because every row, column and box does, because it's the sum of the digits 1 to 9. Anyway, we now know that these 2 cells add up to 12. Oh, they don't have a 9 in by Sudoku. 9's definitely in that cell. This grey region already has a 9. Oh, that's that. I wish I'd done that first. That's really going to help with the cage, with the column totaling. So 14, 23, and 12 here is 35. Plus that is 41. These 2 have to add up to 4. Luckily, they can do that. And when I say luckily, I mean by design. So now we know, do we know what this pair is? No, it's either 8-4 or 5-7. Now, if this was 8-4, these cells would be 2-5-7. And there's definitely not 2 of those you can put on a black dot. So this is the 5-7 pair. This is 2-4-8. And I don't know about the black dot except that 4 must be on it. So that is progress again. Let's look at this top row because we might be able to do some summing. I don't know, 16 is a very middly number. If we didn't have 9 or 8 in this, we could only use 6-4-3. That wouldn't get us there. We can't use both 9 or 8, so we're going to use one of 9 or 8. If it's a 9, it's in that cell. And these would have to add up to 7. And since they couldn't use 5 and 1, they would be 4-3. And they can't be 9, this can't be 9-4-3 because we've already had a 3-5 pair in the box. So there's an 8 there. And 2 digits that add up to 8 that aren't 3-5 or 7-1 and are 2-6. This can't be 6 because we can't put 3 there because of that 3-5 pair. In fact, I can place 9 in the box. Everything else is 1, 4, or 7. This is not allowed to be 4 in the row or 7 on a black dot. So that's 1. That's going with a 2 there. These digits are now 3, 4, 9 in some order. I'm taking 1 out of those cells for this box. This black dot can't have 1 or 2 on it. It's either 3, 6 or 4, 8. I don't know. Oh, 3 there is looking at this digit. I don't know how long that's been going on for. Where's 1 in this row? It's not in these grey cells because there's already a 1 in that grey area. So we get a 1 here. Might be worth thinking about the 16 cage, probably not yet. 5 and 7 have to fit in somewhere. Oh, maybe let's think about this pair. Right, can that be 9? Oh, this can't be a 9 anyway. If this was a 9, we're adding up to either 13 or 12 here. If it was 13, these would have to add up to 6 without using 1 or 4. That's not possible. So it's not 9-4. If it was 9-3, these add up to 7. They could be 2-5. Now the only alternative is that these are 3-4. And these add up to 12 without using 3 or 4. They would be 5-7. So this pair is either 5-7 or 2-5, and it definitely has a 5 in it. And that was promising, but didn't actually yield any useful information. So maybe this column, 2, 4, 6, and 8 still to place. Oh, what about the black dot in the 18 cage? The black dot in the 14 was quite useful, but here it can't be a 6-3 pair because you would need a 9 to make up the total. You can't go less than 6-3 because you'll just never get there with this, so it must be an 8-4 pair. That is useful. 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 6 to make 18. That gives 8 at the top. I've worked out this is a 4 by an X-wing, but I can just deduce that this is not 4 by the cage, so by the box, so the cage in the box. So that's a 2, that's a 4. This on the black dot is 1 or 4, but we've had a 1. Oh, we've now had 2 in this grey region, so this is 1. What else do we need in the grey region? 3, 5, 6, 8. Not so helpful. This box, we need a 1, and that's got to go here. The other digits are 3, 5, and 7 in some order. Now, this 12 cage can't be 9, 1, 2. Could be 8, 1, 3. Can't be 7, 1, 4, because 4 can't go either side. And it can't be 5, 1, 6. So it is 8, 1, 3, and we know the order. Now, I haven't even got into the basic Windoku premise, which is very useful in solving these puzzles with these grey areas. That I'm going to mention this because it's useful for other puzzles. It may not matter here. These 3 rows obviously contain 3 sets of the digits 1 to 9. If you remove that set of the digits 1 to 9 and that set of the digits 1 to 9, that leaves 3 cells that must contain 1 set of the digits 1 to 9. And that means they have to contain only 1 copy of each digit. And in fact, 8 is looking at that by ordinary Sudoku. So that can be useful in solving these puzzles. What that tells me that these digits are selected from 4, 5, 6, 7. And although it's not really going to matter much in this puzzle, it's a useful thing to know about this Windoku. So that is another set of 1 to 9, and that is. And when you've eliminated all these extra sets of 1 to 9, you actually get left with this set of the kind of interstices, which is another set of the digits 1 to 9 in the puzzle. But as I say, I don't think it matters too much for this one, which is playing fairly straightforward, if I'm honest. This pair is 3 and 6. Now, this cage is going to need the high side of both of those. 5, 8, 9 here. This is quite a straightforward puzzle, but none the worse for that, I can assure you. 4, 8, 2, 6, 8. Oh, my goodness, after the struggles I had yesterday with, or the day before, with the knight's moves and so on. My goodness. 8, 9, 1, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 7 here. 5, 8, 9 there. 4, 6, 1 the remainder, but this cage is going to tell us how that works. That's a 4, 1 pair. That's a 6. In this box we need 3, 8, 6, and I can do one of them, but not both. In this row we need 1, 5, 7. I could try and use my secret technique. Let's look at this grey area. These are 2, 3, 6, 8. 2s can't be on top. 6s? No, 3s can't be on the bottom. That's a 2, 6, 8 triple. That's a 5, 7 pair. That digit is 4. That gives us 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, proving its position. Let's try and get a pair that adds to 10 here to make this 16 cage work. Not too difficult. Right, we've got 13 there. These have to add to 7. So I'm taking out 8 and 7 as candidates. 4, 9, 3, 1, 5 and 7 have to be up here. Okay, I'm not quite sure what the next stage is. One of these is a 6. Ah. Do I use that 5, 7 pair? That means one of these digits is a 2. No, okay, let's think about this cage again. If that's a 9, these are 5, that's a 2. So this would be 9 and 2. Then we'd have 6 and 1 down here. Well, I can make that work. Ah, okay, there's a bit of a sting in the tail in this puzzle. 1, 4, 3. So let's think about this region. 2, 5, 8. Oh, 8 has come out of those cells. Yes, the region's looking better now. 1, 4, 3, 5, 9 all done. That can't be a 5. There we go. Therefore, this is a 5 because 5 had to be somewhere in that cage. That's a 7. Now, those add up to 8. These have to add up to 11. Still 2 possibilities, of course. Those are a 3, 7 pair. Down here, we've got 13. We know these are adding up to 7. I'm not finished yet. I'm nearly finished, but I'm not finished. I've got to find some other way of finishing off, haven't I? Right, back to this region. 1, 4, 3, 5, 9. This is 2, 7, or 8. Am I missing a big black dot or something somewhere? That pair has to add to 7. This pair has to add to 11. If that was 9, 2, this would be 6, 1, 4, 5, 7, 3, 8. I can't see the problem with that. There might be one, but I can't see it. There's a 7 in one of these cells. Oh, do you know what? I could use my secret technique. So this group of cells have to be 9 different digits, and we've got 6, 3, 7 in the middle group. So this digit can't be a 7 now. And now that gives us a 1, 5 pair. I mean, basically, I could have done that by thinking about a 7 X-wing, but the Windoku technique came to my rescue because I wouldn't have noticed. That's 7 and 5. This is 7 and 5. I'm hoping that does something else. I don't think it's actually going to, weirdly. So I should have been able to eliminate the 7 from those without anything clever at all. Right, so we're just left in this limbo of trying to sort out these 2 cages. And one way it's not going to work. Right, well, I tried 9, 2 there, thinking that would have an impact down here. Let's try 4, 7 here, because that would put 3, 1. Then this would be 5, 2. 4, 7, 3, 1, 5, 2, 9. And a 6, 8 pair left over. I don't see the problem. How am I going to disambiguate this puzzle? It's very confusing. Everything seems... Right, let's go through it again. If this is 9, 2, that's 6, 1. Then we've got 5, 7, 4. And then these 3 candidate cells are 8 and 3. On the other hand, if it's 4, 7, that's 1, 3, 2, 5 down here, 9 there. And then these are an 8, 6 pair. So this can never be 2 by that logic. That was the one overlapping issue there. Do you know what? I don't know what that taking that candidate out hasn't really done anything. If this is 2, that's interesting. If this is 2, that forces this to be 2. Then we do have 2, 5 down here, which forces 7, 4 up here. And that's going to make this digit a 3. I don't know. Is there a problem with that? I can't see how to solve this puzzle at the end. I've been almost treating it with a very casual air. Have I forgotten a rule? What have I done wrong? Why can't I work out a disambiguation of these last bits? Okay, I'm going to think about it in light of, if that's a 4 and a 7, then we get 3, and then this is a 6, 8 pair. 4 and 7 forces this to be 2 and 5. And this is not 2. Does that determine which of these is 2? I do not think it does. 8 is kept out of both of these cages. That's quite interesting. 8 is definitely in one of those 2 cells. Oh look, I've got this 2 looking at that cell. Honestly, this has just been an embarrassment again. This just fills in. Did I think I had deadly patterns in columns 2 and 3? I certainly acted like I did. Honestly, you wouldn't know I'd ever come 21st at the World Sudoku Championship, would you? It really doesn't look like it most days. Right, let's add this up. 6, 15, we need a 5. I mean, that is utterly straightforward in the end, even the finish of it. And I have treated it like a fool. Well, I just wouldn't pick up the breadcrumbs that Wickedly Rusted had left out, including noting that that 2 resolved this pair for the longest possible time. Oh, and there must have been some other equivalent with 6 or 7 or something that would have done the job just as well in those columns. Hey-ho, we move on to tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.